And now back to the No Spin Zone, exclusively on Fox.
Well, we're here in the No Spin Zone. I'm Clayton Gupta, and my guest here is
Nick Engelhart.
Nick works for a group of people who compost a lot, so we got him here talking about composting and answering some questions about that. So Nick, tell me, what are the costs of composting?
You can compost with little to no expense, even using just a pile of leaves that you mix in the right amounts of green and brown matter. Or you can even use a simple metal trash can and drill some holes in it, so you can allow the water and air to pass through and aerate the compost.
Alright, now, I heard you say green and brown matter. Tell me a little bit about that.
The green matter is any matter that is high in nitrogen, and brown matter is any matter that's high in carbon. And green matter is often green, and brown matter is often brown, and these banana peels are yellow, but they are green matter.
They are green matter.
Let me assure you.
Okay. So, what are the optimal conditions? Temperature, humidity? Well, is there any, place that's better for composting? Outside, inside, lower altitude, higher altitude?
Well, composting is ideal anywhere, essentially, and it's most ideal to have your compost outside. I mean, it does smell a tad bit, but I mean, not very much, not going to attract any wild animals. But, yeah, as long as your compost bin sustains a healthy temperature of about 140 degrees Fahrenheit, you're all set, and it kills off any weed seeds that are in your compost, and it allows the organisms to still thrive and decompose.
Okay, now, I don't garden, I don't do any of that stuff, so why should I compost? What will it bring me if I'm not using it for soil or...
Well, it reduces and recycles one's waste, and it's very good for the environment, which everyone uses, and it's everyone's common, so you might as well as.
Okay. And my wife needs something to do, so is this a good pastime for her?
It's an excellent pastime.
Excellent. Will it keep her busy?
This will keep her busy.
All right.
Let me tell you.
So, let's see here. What can I put in my compost bin? Is everything fair game? What about paper and cardboard? Will that decompose?
Well, you can put anything that is any organic material in your compost bin. You want to avoid using meat, though, because that will make your compost fairly stinky, and that will attract some crazy animals, and you're going to have some, raccoons and whatnot, and you can't compost, so that would be bad, but... you can compost paper and cardboard, which is often a myth that you can't, but they do decompose, and let me assure you that they decompose in my compost bin.
They do?
They do.
What kind of compost bin do you have? What do you use? Outside leaves, or are you an inside trash can guy? Tell me a little bit about your personal compost.
My personal compost bin I recently built out of recycled materials with the infamous Mr. Gupta. And and it's a tumbling compost, and it's made from a steel drum, and that collects all the compost, and it's on an axis so that you can spin it, and it allows it to get all the air and moisture circulated throughout the compost bin very easily with little work, so you don't have to get out there with a pitchfork or anything to turn it over.
You love pitchforks.
Well, maybe you don't want to use the tumbling compost, but...
No, that sounds like a lot of work, tumbling and building this whole thing, but you said that that's unnecessary, huh? I can just have a pile out in my backyard?
It can be as simple as that, yeah.
Okay, well, Nick, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta.
Keep on composting, bud. And I'll get my wife a pile.
Sounds good. This is my infamous compost bin built with Mr. Gupta. And today I have my banana peels, which are green matter, and I already have a fair deal of brown matter in here if you'd like to take a look. It's primarily some leaves that were mulched up to increase the surface area so that it'll decompose quicker. And I'm just going to add the banana peels, so so I can keep a healthy ratio of 1 part green matter to 29 part brown matter. And this is day 1, so if you'd like to take a look one more time about what these banana peels look like. Alright.